Hey everybody, welcome to the 5th season of Tea with Shira. It's a great season this year, and this first episode is featuring special guest Sutton Foster. But before we get into that first episode, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This season is gonna be great, and you can't miss any episodes, so remember to subscribe. And you know what? Maybe tell a friend to subscribe too. Enjoy the first episode. I'm surprising Sutton with all the topics. We don't know what's going to happen next. There might be a duet, we don't know. No, there's nothing planned. But maybe. Hey everyone, today we are joined with, drum roll please, Sutton Foster, AKA Crochet Extraordinaire, AKA actress. Okay, that's what we're going with. Sutton, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
This is big time for Tea with Shira right now, you know?
This is pretty big time for me.
As it should. As it should.
I'm pretty excited to be surrounded by yarn and talking with you. So
I mean, this is my everyday. So I heard when you were coming through our studio that you saw all the yarn and you were freaking out a little.
Oh yeah, I get so excited. I think it's like it's truly like my happy place. I already had like 3 ideas sort of just wandering through. So I can't wait to go like because it's so much. It's so much, but then you get inspiration and you get excited and then you're like, oh, that color and oh, I could do this. And so it's exciting to be able to be inspired.
You're really passionate about it.
Yeah, I've been crocheting since I was in my early 20s. My Aunt Marianne taught me how to knit when I was in 3rd grade. Knitting kind of didn't come as natural to me, but then crochet kind of became like this thing, and it has literally been a thread through my life and has gotten me through hard times and good times. And you know, I literally crocheted my way through my divorce. I crocheted through the first year of my daughter's life. You know, it was this place where I put all of my anxieties and fears, and it becomes like a mindful meditation. And then at the end of the day, I've created something. So it's been a really healing, powerful thing for me.
And it's a rewarding craft too. I remember when when you surprise co-hosted that fashion show at Vogue Knitting. That was fun times, TBT, literally. That was a really fun experience. I did not know that you were going to be there, and then it was just like, oh, hi, Sutton, hello.
It was so exciting.
Yeah, it was so much. And I remember hearing you talk about how you did a blanket a month. I
decided to do, for my New Year's resolution last year, 2018, I decided to make 10 baby blankets.
Okay.
Before that time, I had only ever followed patterns from, you know, like books, or I didn't realize that I could actually like make them up or that I could change them.
This is when this in a minute.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I like to draw, and so I do a lot of drawings and stuff as well. If you go through my Instagram page, you can see a lot of the drawings. So I've gone through like different periods where I've drawn a lot, because then I discovered corner to corner crochet, and I realized it was all on a grid, and I literally like my brain like exploded. I was so excited that I could draw something and then I could crochet it. So the very first one I did was a penguin. And I looked up, I drew it, and then I transferred it to grid paper, and I colored it in, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, and then it worked, and then it was all over. And then I designed 10 original patterns.
I think that was so cool.
And a lot of them were transferred from like artwork that I had done. And so like the giraffe was like a you know, just grab me like with colored pencils and graph paper, and you know, some people do it on the computer, and I'm like literally just like drawing it and putting it together.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. And it was so, and so I made this one on set at Younger, and I was so excited when it turned out. And I was like walking around with like my, you know, prized possession. And then this year I started making toddler sweaters for my daughter, because I was like, oh my gosh, I could literally clothe my child.
So I want to ask, some of your pictures that I've seen on your Instagram is also on set of Younger.
Yeah,
guys, she's on Younger. Hello.
I'm on a television show called Younger.
No big deal, NBD. Check it out if you haven't. It's actually quite addicting. My dad's into it, so anyone.
That's how you know.
That's how you know. I would like to know what your set mates everyone on set, like, what do they think of like crochet, like you crocheting? Because I know that whenever I'm knitting, take for instance on a plane, right?
Yeah.
It's like you are doing some crazy stuff.
It's a weird thing because I was like nervous about it at first because first of all you have to like bring your stuff and I've got like my big bag of like yarn or my projects or whatever. And then I was nervous about like pulling it out and then talking about it. And then I was like, I don't care, and I bring it out. And then the my castmates and crew members, and everyone becomes super invested in whatever I'm making. So when I made my first blanket for Emily, I made this numbers blanket. It was squares, and each square had a number, 1 through 9. And they were different colors, and they had all these popcorn stitches, and the popcorn stitches were the numbers. But everyone was very invested in what I was doing. Most of them are like, gosh, I wish I had a hobby. I wish I brought something to do. Because at the end of the day, I'll be like, look, I made this, or I made like, you know.
I'm more of a knitter, and it was this past year when New York was going through its like crazy like negative 10-degree weather, and I was coming home from Arizona, and I realized I didn't have a hat. So I was like, you know what? I have this ball, and I'll just make myself a hat.
Yeah.
And I'm just like working on my way from Arizona, which is like a 4-hour, 5-hour flight from New York.
Yeah.
And by the time we landed, I had a hat, and people were looking at me like I was a crazy lady.
But it's incredible.
No, yeah, you have string, and then you make hats.
Last season on Younger, because I crochet so much on set, they had my character Liza.
I remember that scene. We freaked out about it.
They had her, they were like, oh, Liza makes handmade gifts for Christmas, for Josh and for Diana, and she makes Josh a hat and Diana a scarf. And I was like, I'll make the hat. Right. I'll make the scarf. Yeah. And they were like, what? And I went, yeah, I'll do it. I made like 2 hats because one was too small, and then I made a big, I was like, oh, I gotta redo it. And I made another one. I'd never made a hat before, so I was literally like, I don't know what I'm doing. But it turned out really cute. And then I made a scarf for Diana. Yeah.
I love that.
And it was like, I was like, I'll make it. And then this season it ended up getting cut. I was so disappointed. They were gonna have Liza give a baby gift for Josh and Claire. And I made little yellow booties. So I did make them, but I used Lion Brand yarn. I used the baby soft. Baby soft, yes.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna throw a fast one at you right now.
Okay.
Because as I was cleaning out my childhood room, which turns out I'm a hoarder, but I was going through my CDs, and I just so happened to find.
Oh no.
My Thoroughly Modern Millie CD.
Gosh.
It was like an oh my god moment, and I was like, oh my god, I know what I'm gonna do with this. I wanted you to sign this.
I would be honored.
Because when people come on Tea with Shira, either they bring me gifts or they sign things. So today you're gonna sign something.
I love it. This is so awesome.
This is actually really cool. Wish you were here with me right now, but I'm gonna take in this moment for myself. I remember seeing you in many shows, and
that's so sweet.
Yeah,
Well, just know, like, behind the scenes, and most of them, I was crocheting.
Yeah, well, that's so good. It's just like all of our worlds have finally come together. So I'm so happy you came today. I would like everyone to know that you can find Sutton on her Instagram, and you also have a website.
Yes, SuttonFoster.com.
There it is. We'll have all that. We got a point down here.
Oh.
Yep, point
like
here.
That
It's going to come across down here. And you can follow her on her Instagram. Go check out her website. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up, because Sutton's here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And Sutton, I'm going to do a cheers. We didn't sing, but I think it would be too stressful right now to do. So, cheers. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. I am so beyond thankful that you stopped by Tea with Shira today. And
I am so beyond thankful that you guys reached out to me. So.
Look at this. It's just like, we should just run off into the sunset with our yarn, and it's going to be beautiful.